Iron Banner is back in Destiny 2 for the first time in Beyond Light, which means Lord Saladin is back in the tower, and Iron Banner, the 6v6 control-like game mode, is back with us. So this is free for all players to join in, plus we get some returning armour and weapons, including the steady hand, so hand cannon, and the guiding sight, that is a scout rifle. So we have a short quest to complete called Slaying Dragons, and today I'm going to walk you through the steps of the quest so you can start levelling up at Lord Saladin and getting that Iron Banner loot to drop. So the following is a guide for Iron Banner and how to complete the Slaying Dragons quest in Season of the Hunt. And if you like this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below for all the latest Destiny 2 content and turn on notifications by hitting that bell. So Lord Saladin has returned to the tower for the first Iron Banner in Beyond Light and Season of the Hunt. And if you haven't jumped into Iron Banner before, it's a power-enabled PvP game mode, meaning the higher power the better, so equip your best gear before you get started. Iron Banner is very much like Control, so remember to cap those points, so A, B and C during the match. And Iron Banner is a great way to level up if you're still on that climb towards 1250, plus we've got some returning weapons with the steady hand and the guiding sight. Steady hand is particularly interesting as 110 hand cannons have been brought up to 120, so it's going to be interesting to see how much take up there is in Crucible. Scout rifles aren't too shabby either, with some interesting picks already in the game, and these returning weapons come with some exclusive Iron Banner perks called Iron Gaze and Iron Grip, both deadly in the right hands. There is a short quest we're going to have to complete before we get our hands on the loot, and this one is called Slaying Dragons, and it's a multi-part quest that's going to test our skills in Iron Banner, as well as hand cannons and scout rifles too. So in preparation for going into Iron Banner, put your highest level gear on and infuse a good hand cannon and scout rifle. I would recommend using something like Hawkmoon, Thorn, Last Word, Ace of Spades when looking at the exotic options there for hand cannons. Dire Promise is also a good choice, and for the scout rifle, maybe Mida Multi-Tool if you've got that in your inventory, or Royal Chase would be a good option, and that one can be obtained from Wrathborn hunts in Season of the Hunt. So before you head into Iron Banner, make sure you pick up the quest and the bounties from Lord Saladin in the tower. So what you want to do, when you land, go past Benedict 44 and up past Master Rahul, and you'll find Saladin there on the roof. And he's hard to miss, he's sitting there in front of his big fiery Iron Banner logo. So have a chat with Lord Saladin and he'll give you the quest and then just pick up the bounties. So each one is going to drop for you high level gear as it's a pinnacle drop, and that's going to help you level up fast if you're still working towards 1250 and 1260. You're going to get plenty of blues as well as legendary drops throughout the quest as you tick off each step, so this is really going to help you level up. So in summary for the preparation, just speak to Lord Saladin in the tower, pick up the quest and the bounties, put on your highest level gear, pick out a nice scout rifle and hand cannon as they're going to come in handy later on in the quest, and then just check out Iron Banner in the Crucible tab in the director to get started. Well, let's have a look at the quest in a little bit more detail, and first of all we've got Shaped by Iron. So first up, you're going to need to get 30 kills, capture 10 zones and get 5 void ability kills. So the kills should be fairly straightforward, just maybe a little bit time consuming if you're not comfortable in Crucible. Regarding the zones, so always capture the first zone when you start a match, and then just try and capture as many zones throughout the match as possible, and then just switch up to the Void subclass to finish off the step of the quest with Void ability kills. Next up we've got step 2, so it's no games, no sympathy, and here you want to complete 6 matches, capture 20 zones and get 25 energy weapon kills. You are already going to have 10 zones complete from step 1, so just repeat this process and you should be good. Good options for the energy weapon kills would be Adored, Fellwinter's Lie, Gnawing Hunger, Stars in Shadow, or even Xenoclast 4 from Beyond Light. So pick a weapon you feel comfortable using and then get in there with the energy weapon kills. At the end of this step, the guiding sight will drop for you, so you have a scout rifle for the next step of the quest. Next up, it's step 3, so it's paying respects. So here we've got to defeat 100 Guardians, capture 30 zones and get 20 scout rifle kills. So good options for the scout rifle are the guiding sight that is dropped for you, or you could use the Trustee, that one's from the new raid, We've got Mida Multi-Tool or Royal Chase, they're really good options too. A word of caution on the guiding sight, it's a little bit slower, it's a high impact scout rifle and the time to kill is pretty slow, but use what works for you. Personally, I would recommend a rapid fire scout rifle as that's going to make you a little bit more competitive in Iron Banner. So Mida Multi-Tool is probably going to be a good option here if you have that inventory. So use the scout to your advantage at this point and keep back a little bit, as there's going to be plenty of people playing who aren't on this step. They're going to be using hand cannons, auto rifles and shotguns, so they're going to be able to kill you at close range. So use the scout rifle to your advantage. And at the end of this step, you'll get this steady hand cannon to drop for you, and this is a returning 120 RPM hand cannon, and it hits like an absolute truck. Well, next up we've got step 4, so it's a tower rebuilt. What we want to do here is get 15 super kills, capture 40 zones and get 15 hand cannon kills. So the super kills for this step should count from when you started the quest, so hopefully you'll have half of that done by now, if not more, but you're going to have to start fresh with the hand cannon kills. So as mentioned before, Hawkmoon, Thorn, Last Word or Ace of Spades would be good for the kinetic exotics, or something like Dire Promise, Nation of Beasts and the 7th Seraph Revolver might also work. Dire Promise is probably my pick of the bunch for the legendaries, although I did get Hawkmoon recently, so I will be going in there with that. It's an absolute beast. So it is worth trying out the steady hand cannon as well. For me, 120 hand cannons definitely take some time getting used to, but if you can master these, then I think they're going to be really useful in the Crucible long after Iron Banner leaves us. But pick one that works for you and get racking up those kills. Next up we've got step 5, so it's raising the banner. And here for the final part of the quest in Crucible, what you want to do is complete 15 Crucible matches, capture 50 zones and perform 10 precision final blows. So this should be fairly straightforward if you've been capturing zones throughout. Try and avoid weapons that shake all over the place, like auto rifles and submachine guns. I think pulse rifles, scout rifles, hand cannons and snipers would probably be best for this step. And then it's the final step, step 6, so it's from the mountaintop, and what we want to do here is just simply go back to the tower and speak to Lord Saladin. So once you've finished up these steps of the quest, speak to Lord Saladin, and then you're going to be able to turn in those Iron Banner tokens you've been earning throughout. Hopefully you should have somewhere between 100 and 200, and you'll get some nice loot to drop. What you want to do is look out for a nice roll of the steady hand and the guiding sight, and let me know down in the comments what rolls you got and what you think about those returning weapons. And I'd be really interested to know what you think about those Iron Banner perks with those returning weapons. So we've got loads of returning loot in Iron Banner this time, plus that returning armour too. So I'd love to hear what you think of Iron Banner down there in the comments. And of course, this is the first Iron Banner since Beyond Light and Season of the Hunt has come out, which means stasis. So let me know what your Iron Banner experience has been like. Well, that is it for this guide on Iron Banner and how to complete Slaying Dragons quest in Season of the Hunt. And as always, thank you so much for watching. For more Destiny 2 content like this, hit that subscribe button down below and subscribe to This Week in Video Games. If you want to join the community, check out the Discord link in the description, or you can follow me on Twitter at TWIVG Podcast. If you enjoyed this video and found it useful, liking and sharing the video would really help me out. Otherwise, check out the other videos on the channel. Thanks again, and I'll see you in Iron Banner.